Do you know that your actions today will affect the future of your children, positively or negatively later in their life? Johnny Depp's home as a child was not an ideal place to be raised, and he has been severely affected by his chaotic environment. The demons of his past have constantly followed him during his personal and public life to this day. In this video, we'll look at Johnny Depp's troubled childhood and how he went from small-town Kentucky to Hollywood superstar. Unstable family. John Christopher Depp II was born in Owensboro, Kentucky on June 9, 1963. He was the last born in a family of 4 kids. His mother was Betty Sue Depp, and his father's name was John Christopher Depp Sr. Betty was a waitress, and his father was a civil engineer. His family started calling him Johnny to differentiate him from his dad, with whom he shared the same name. Johnny has 3 older siblings. He has 2 half-siblings. Daniel is a published author, teacher, bookseller, and journalist. He was born in Kentucky. Debbie is Johnny Depp's half-sister. She lives in Kentucky and prefers a private life. Christy, the 3rd sibling, is very close to his brother Johnny Depp. At one point, she worked as Depp's assistant on some of his films and managed his career. She has also worked as a producer in some of his movies. Depp says his mother's feet were always on fire. She had to move, so we moved constantly. This harmed the young Johnny Depp. As they moved from place to place, he was always the new kid on the block. He needed the stability of a home. He also suffered from mental and physical abuse from his mother. Depp said that his mom used to be cruel and violent with him. The verbal abuse, the psychological abuse, was almost worse than the beatings. Depp said in his testimony about his late mother, she would throw objects at him like an ashtray, a high-heel shoe, or even a telephone. As for his father, Johnny has only good words for him. John Depp, sir, is a very kind, quiet, and shy man, and not a confrontational person in any way. Depp's mother often got angry at her father in front of the children. At no time did her father raise his hand against her or even said bad things about his mother. He always managed to remain calm and stoic, despite Betty Sue's aggressiveness. All this family suffered from Betty Sue's abusive behavior. They had to be on the outlook as she walked past them. She could become violent and cruel in an instant. There was no peace or security in that house. A traced path. At 16, Depp dropped out of school to become a rock musician. When he wanted to return to school 2 weeks later, the principal encouraged him to follow his musical dream. Depp joined his first band in 1980. He started playing in a band called The Kids. The band moved to Los Angeles after succeeding in Florida. John also worked odd jobs to meet ends, such as telemarketing during this time. In 1984, the band split before they could sign a record deal. Depp started collaborating with the band Rock City Angels. Depp co-wrote the band's song Mary. The piece appeared on their debut Geffen Records album Young Man's Blues. Depp married Lori Allison, a makeup artist, in 1983. Allison was a sister to the band's bassist and singer. She introduced him to actor Nicolas Cage, who persuaded him to join acting. Johnny Depp later divorced Allison in 1985. Launching his acting career. His friend Nicolas Cage helped him get his first audition with Wes Craven for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Johnny got the role of the main character's boyfriend, one of Freddy Krueger's victims. Depp had no acting experience and ended up acting by accident. He caught the eye of Craven's daughter, and it is mainly for that reason that he was chosen for the role. Before the encounter, Depp didn't have any acting interest. His first career choice was music. After he launched his acting career, he started getting more roles. He became a teen idol for his role as an undercover police officer in a high school operation in the Fox television series 21 Jump Street. Since then, Depp has won many awards such as Golden Globe Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, multiple accolades, and several nominations. Substance abuse. While testifying on his defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife, Depp described his narcotic and liquor use history. He used illegal substances as a form of self-medication after a difficult childhood. His relationship with his mother affected him a lot and unfortunately led him to follow a path of substance abuse at a very young age of 11. It was his way to numb his painful experiences during emotional troubles. His mom was also abusing narcotics to calm herself down. Due to the troubles at home, he too wanted to calm down. Therefore, he started taking the medications. He developed an addiction to painkillers after a doctor prescribed it to treat a leg injury. He knew he had become addicted to it, but could not stop due to withdrawal effects. However, Johnny said his substance abuse has always been under control. "I'm not some maniac who needs to be high or loaded all the time." Haunting childhood traumas. We all know that Depp had a troubled childhood and that he is still suffering the trauma. The defamation trial he had against Amber Heard has brought to light the gruesome details of Depp's life. Johnny accused Heard of defamation. The judge ruled that Depp was defamed by Amber Heard and won more than $10 million in damages. The Pirates of the Caribbean star and his sister testified about their traumatic childhood. The issues with his childhood influenced how he related to his wife and made him tolerate a toxic and unstable marriage with the Aquaman actress. The abuse was all Depp knew. He always thought this was normal because he unfortunately grew up in this environment and he was left to fend for himself when still a minor. If you grow up with abusive parents and fail to get therapy or help, there is a good chance that you most likely get attracted to abusive partners. There is an addiction to familiarity, whether good or bad. This is what has turned out in Depp's life. He has lived with Amber Heard despite her being abusive. Depp confessed he wanted the marriage to work despite Amber's vicious nature. Depp's mother died in May 2016 after an illness. The death of his mother opened his eyes and he realized he had to take control of his own life. He had to end his marriage with Amber Heard. He had made peace with his mom. A proud father. Johnny is a father of 2 kids. His ex-wife Vanessa Paradis gave birth to Lily Rose and Jack. Depp and Vanessa parted ways in 2012. Depp told Britain's Psychology magazine that his children inspire him. He could spend the whole day watching them. The 2 parents wanted to keep their children from the spotlight in Hollywood. They decided to raise them in France. Rebuilding life and healing. The award-winning actor is finally at peace after suffering from one of the most high-profile defamation trials. He has taken to touring Europe after winning the case. He is also rebuilding his music career. He has partnered with his friend Jeff Beck, the legendary guitarist. They will be producing a 13-track album soon. Kudos, Depp! Despite his turbulent life and all the challenges he faced, he became one of the biggest stars of our time. He did not let hard life limit his talent. He has proved that hard work and passion can move you up to the top. We all hope that one day Johnny will recover from all his life traumas because he deserves it. Stay tuned for a new upcoming video, and for more of our content, click right here.